Hello everybody and welcome to a Vivify review of Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness. Let me start off by saying that if you aren't fans of the Psycho Pass anime, I don't think this is the game for you. While the characters don't go into the ventures of the anime and this is more of a separate story, it's riddled with Psycho Pass lore and references. The main character in this game doesn't exactly develop as their personalities have already been fleshed out. Unfortunately, they have a backstory already and it's pretty clear what is going to happen as the story progresses. The Psycho Pass universe is a very intriguing one, but Mandatory Happiness doesn't delve deep enough into it. I really wanted to see the nitty gritty of the cyberpunk world, and while there are one or two moments which are pretty harrowing, there should have been plenty more. The game is very linear, but you do get a few choices in how you choose to investigate and who you investigate with. The problem is it's just few and far between. This could be my biggest issue with visual novels in general, but Mandatory Happiness plays too much like a movie than an interactive experience, refusing to let the player make the choices but would rather hold our hands instead. It just doesn't feel fluid when you are thrust into one investigation after another without being given the option to link any similarities between investigations. You as a player know, but apparently these trained investigators are clueless, especially the main character who quite simply just needs to speak up about their past 3 months and it would be case solved. Aside from the gameplay issues, the animation and art style is solid and the voice acting is really good. The problem is it just keeps making me want it to be a movie or a series instead of a game. Another interesting element, however, is the management of your hue. If your hue gets too dark, you'll be taken to prison as a latent criminal, even without committing a crime. One of those little details which would have been great to really dig deep into. You have to manage your hue by taking pills, going to therapy, or just doing nothing at all. It adds a few different voice lines given the state of mind that the main character is in. I know it feels like I'm bashing the game, but this is due to the wasted potential it has. Now, unfortunately, due to Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness being a visual novel, if I go into any more detail, I'll be ruining the plot elements. So, with all my complaints with Mandatory Happiness, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's not a bad experience, just in the wrong format. For this to be a good game, I would have loved to have seen more interaction, more consequences, and a deeper system to solve investigations. The main bulk of people buying the game will already be fans, so why not take more risks with the game? Oh, and Tsurugi sucks at catching, but can take a Molotov to the chest like a champ.